mic off.
Hey, hey, hey.
That's Michelle Jones. We're at the Jacksonville Open.
Super fun here at Four Palms, just off course on the gold layout.
This is the final 9. Mr. Calvin has a substantial lead here, but here's some of the lovely ladies. Haley. Ladies. Calvin's about ready to bomb one over hole 10 here. It's 370 feet. It's basically relatively open. There's maybe that little tree to beat in the beginning. Definitely the tree by the basket is the one that comes into play. Calvin's got one crushed up pretty high. I think he's going to avoid all trees.
Yep.
There you go. Probably right on the edge, maybe 27.
Miles Seaborn, our dynamic thrower.
Ooh, I like that dynamic
I know,
thrower.
It sounded good. I like it like that.
I was chucking a big backhand over there. Pretty much the only way you can go with that pond there. Beautiful shot. Just tickled that tree, but cleared it. He's going to be at the edge also.
These guys are making this hole look easy.
Chris Dickerson, Prodigy sponsored player. Chris got one up high. Oh, well, he's got a few air bounces, and oh boy, that was fortunate.
Hey, he's dry.
Yeah. You can see it, that air bouncing there. It looked like the wind was coming off the lake a little bit low there. Definitely got some turbulence. There's the man himself, Mr. JohnE McCray.
Always fun to watch.
Yep. And he's got one crushed out. Looking good. Nice height. Oh, he got some tree.
Uh-oh.
Settle down. Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
That's real nice. CTP. Crowd pleaser. It was a beautiful day at the park, man. Just tons of people out enjoying that day. It was just a perfect great tournament, perfect weather. A little bit of a death putt here. You can see the painted circle there. So I'm pushing that. He's probably 36 feet. Good bid.
Just on the edge.
Yeah, right on the edge, man. Calvin a little inside that. Still outside, maybe 34 or 5 feet. Definitely a death putt here, man. Calvin gave it a pretty good run, but came up a little short. Chris got a funky little deal here too, man. Definitely a possibility of a rollaway. You hit that cage or that band, and you could be in the water pretty quick.
Oh, goodness. I think it stopped right there.
Yeah, stopped right there. He got a little fortunate there for sure. He'll take it.
Very nice bird, JohnE McCray.
Johnny gonna card the lone bird on that one. Getting a stroke on everybody. That's nice. For him. And everybody else is gonna have to settle for the pars. Johnny will own the next pad.
Very nice.
There's some of that beautiful form. Alright, that's going to pull Johnny up a little closer to Miles there. Battling it out, man.
Yep.
Battles everywhere. Hole 11 is a par 4, 668 feet.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, yeah, that flyby cam is so awesome, man. Gotta love it. Johnny's in good shape. He kind of nestled up against that tree there. That's going to be messing with him a little bit, but he took off a good bit of the distance, so he's probably going to be pretty happy. Calvin looks like he's going to try to get one out and crush and flip it a little bit and get a significant amount of distance.
Launched into the atmosphere.
Yeah, there it goes. And he wound up getting clear of everything, so yeah, he was wanting to be a little more, finish a little more right, but you know, he's in good shape. Miles going to go backhand here, and he's backed up against the tree. He's got a pretty big run up. Flyby cam is a hit in the broadcast booth.
I like it.
It's great, man. We're going to try to keep it up. Oh, Miles got a little unfortunate there and nestled up against that tree, and he's going to have to do a little voodoo funkiness to get out of there, but I'm sure he can figure it out.
Voodoo funkiness.
Voodoo funkiness.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, yeah. It's a thing. It's real. Chris has the luxury of watching everybody else. Now he's going to see if he can get one out there and in the middle.
I can't help it.
We don't need the sound effects. We can just get Michelle to do it every time a disc flies by. She goes. That's pretty cool, though. All right, we're going to move down to the fairway and see if we can get some fantastic up shots on video here and catch some birds. And Miles wound up with a pretty good run up there. He wasn't really obstructed.
Oh, get through. Oh, all right.
It's not too bad. It looks like he's maybe around the edge of him. A little inside. Johnny's wide open. He's got a great look at it.
Oh, very nice.
I think he'll be happy with that. I know it looks like Chris is throwing right into that tree, but I'm pretty sure he's got a plan here. Guess he's going to go under? Yeah. Hey, there you go, Plinko.
Very nice. And he's got such smooth form that he's very accurate.
Very good shot. Cal's got one turned over, air bouncing, coming in on a rope. Yep, he's going to be about 25 out. See Miles right on the edge of the circle. Flag's pretty still, so got a good chance of making this one. Cash it. Give him a little replay there. You can see it's a little longer than it looked. Very nice. Johnny's up next. Great drive. Looks like he's maybe 25, a little less. Cash it.
He's got a nice little roll here.
Yeah, absolutely. These guys are definitely making this hole look good too. And easy. Yeah, if you can stay out of bounds and get two good drives, basically, you're in pretty good shape here.
Good putt.
And when you can putt effortlessly like Calvin.
Yeah. Or leave it 5 feet away like Chris.
Yeah, there you go.
That's well within my comfort range. All right, hole 11 is in the books. Just put a star on it. All right, here we go with hole 12. Is a par 4. 480, double mando at the end, so you definitely got to get some placement working right off the bat. You don't want to be out. And Johnny may be okay.
He's on the edge of the wall.
Yeah, he's on the edge, so he's not really got anything between him and the mando, so he should be okay. Of course, he wanted to be in the middle a little more, but I think he'd rather be over on that side maybe than the other. And we had some sound issues with somebody blowing up an air mattress or something for 7 hours. I'm not sure what was happening over there, but have to forgive that. We had to leave a little sound in so you guys could hear stuff, but I I guess those people had to blow up their mattress too, so.
Hey.
Or vacuum their stuff or whatever it was. I don't know what was happening, but there was all kind of drama over there. I think there was a fight or something later in the day. It was crazy town. I don't know. I was in pretty good shape. Oh, and that's a beauty. I think that's ideal right there, man.
Yeah, yeah. Very well done.
Alright, we're going to move down the hole 12's fairway and see if we can put some up shots in between the double mando and get some more scores here. Johnny's got one out and around, turning over, and very nicely done. Cal's gonna get a little flick up high and spike it in, and just went a little long and got a little bit of an unfortunate roll, but he's still right inside the circle.
Yeah.
Chris basically has a jump putt right through the gap. Gives something a little. And he got, yeah, just got a little high and got a little stable on him, but beautiful upshot. I think Miles is kind of think about giving this thing a run.
So close.
Yeah, solid run, man. Great effort. You can see Johnny wound up about 25 maybe.
Oh yeah.
Cash it. That thing was dead center.
He is killing it right now. Go Johnny. Go Johnny.
Calvin with that smooth stroke. Count another one. Yeah, he just quietly is also on a streak.
Yeah.
Like for the whole tournament. Ooh, that one wanted to trickle back out, but bang, 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 bang. That's a lot of star action right there, man.
Bird.
Man, you got to get on the graphics
A lot of
department,
birds going on.
get some stars out here, and get some glitter going or something, man. Pretty good. Some of the folks out there loving it. And that pushes Calvin to 27 under par.
Strong.
Yeah, this is only the third round, so yeah. Pretty impressive. Hole 13 is 565. A little bit of a gap. Got to beat to get out there, but
Whoa.
Look out, camera guy.
Oh, got the tree right there.
That
But
guy, he got the
brush, or he would have got probably another 50 feet.
Yeah, it's par 4, so you definitely want to get in a good position for that second shot. You can see it's stuff to the left, and really it's just that one big pine to beat there and try to get back over where you want to be. Calvin's out and around that bad boy and just cruising through, man.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Yeah, that was something right there. I want to say that was probably optimum landing zone. I know, big words.
Agree.
Yeah. I don't know about big. They're just fancy words. Optimum. It's not that big, I guess. Oh, here we go. Miles is like, I got that. No problem. Put it up there on the top, too. I think anywhere up there, and you got to be super stoked. That's a great looking pull. Got struck down in its prime.
At least it got through.
Yeah, that's true. He punched through and he's got an open shot now, so he'll just have to get the big chunk of it now. Ground play, and there you go.
I'd say that's the way you do it in that situation.
Oh, that was pretty effective. Oh, Johnny wound up all nestled up in here. So he's gonna have a backhand to have to worry about that tree in his backswing a little bit, so he's got to be chopped off. And
he's the king of scramble. He's got this.
he's the scramble man. Got it out and around. A little hyzery floater Anheuser floaty coming in, and
Beautiful.
pretty good. Yeah, pretty good position. Miles got a pretty open shot. Looks like he got maybe one tree to beat a little bit. That'll work. Calvin's got a little twig there looking at him at the line, but basically open city. Yeah, that's like playing catch on the beach right there for him. Johnny with like a 16, 15 footer. Count it again.
Yeah, that's like 4 in a row for him right now.
And he's killing it. Pretty stoked. Doing a little sign language action.
Love, lots of love. And another bird.
These guys look like professional disc golfers right now. I gotta tell you, there's tearing this sucker a new one.
And that's 3 in a row for each of them.
Yeah, killing it. $28 under for Calvin, 22 for Chris, 18 and 17 for Johnny and Miles. They were still neck and neck right there. All right, 14 is a par 3. Johnny's got a good looking shot crushed out and around. That'll work.
Ooh.
I think that's going to be 5 in a row.
Impressive.
Calvin's going to go with a little flick action on this one.
Wind picked up right then a bit. Hopefully it won't affect him.
Wow, it sure didn't get much ground play. I guess it just slapped that down.
He looks like he's just about circle's edge or so.
Yeah,
huh?
no problem. Definitely Calvin range. But yeah, you can see a wind just sort of like a gust came through right then. Just sort of picked it up. A little bit of an uphill here and definitely some ceiling. So add the wind in, and it's just not a gimme, but it's definitely one that you want to get. Also with a more straight approach. Got a little tree love there at the end, knock a foot or two off, and he's in good shape. I think there's a road OB long here on this one, so you could get into some trouble if you airmailed it. Chris got one on the beeline, crashing into a little sand landing, and he's got about 22 maybe. Calvin looks like he's 25 or so.
So effortless. He's
Yeah.
such a great putter.
He's definitely got some consistency working. He makes them in, when they go in, they're like in the same exact spot every time. Miles also with a nice high spin putt right in the center.
And we continue our birdathon.
Yeah, to continue the birdathon. See if Chris can cash his birdorama here. You can see and hear a little bit of the wind. You can see the flag up there starting to whip around, so got to put a little on it, and bang, there it is. Get some chains on it, slam it into the basket. Yeah, so that's a star turkey here. I feel like no spoiler alert. I think JohnE's gonna make that. Yeah. So wow, that's 3-star holes in a row. 3-star birdie holes in a row.
It was 4. It was 4.
3 for these guys, right?
1, 2, 3. 4. It's 4 in a row.
4 in a row. Wow. Hole 15, another par 4, is 668 feet. That seems to be about perfect.
Yeah, nicely done.
JohnE and the crowd love it. Calvin's got one out and around, looking real tasty.
Oh yeah. Delicious.
Oh yeah, I like it. Another crowd pleaser. It's great to see the walkers and the people out here getting exposed to some high-level disc golf. We definitely had a lot of people asking us questions and things like that, so it's really cool. Miles got one crushed out and around, is looking tasty as well. Playing for some shade maybe, and he kicked it out through into the sun in a very nice spot.
Yeah, that's a good approach spot right
there.
there.
Yeah, there you can see the distance. A little bit of a low ceiling approach, but from that, it's very doable. Alright, Chris is done with his warm-up. He's ready to launch one out there and see if he can get in a very similar spot. Yeah, once you get it out there and get it coming back in, there's nothing really to mess with it, and got through those 2 trees, and bang, there you go.
He's got a good looking approach shot.
Yeah, it looks pretty wide open.
Big skip.
Yep, got to skip inbounds, and there's the basket. Chris got a little bit more stuff to mess with, but relatively open shot. Ooh, he got the base of that tree, and
I
he's
think
still
he
gonna.
came in a little earlier than he wanted, but
Yeah, he's still gonna be outside the circle.
oh, perfect.
Yep, Mr. McCray, count it. Calvin as well, effortless,
Nicely
boom,
done.
bullseye. Chris is outside the circle. He's going to go step putt here, so he's it's a little longer than it looks from the angle.
Yeah, and that wind's whipping. Oh, goodness.
Got a little band and stayed in bounds, and you'll have to go ahead and go again. And there's the first par in about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, I think. Yep, and it seems like, you know, if you're getting pars out here, you're going to lose the stroke to everybody up here. These guys are killing it. How many in a row?
6.
Double turkey for JohnE right there. And 30 under par for Calvin. So
Impressive golf.
Really impressive golf. Hole 16 is par 4 at 705. Got a pretty straight tee shot, and then it dog legs about 2/3 of the way down to the left. There you can see the basket in the distance.
No, I didn't see it. It didn't kick out.
The wind had calmed back down a little bit at this point, but we still had a little breeze, maybe a little headwind here. Cal's got one crushed out, a little low, and gonna get some ground play. Oh, got the ground play going, but then he got stumped by the bottom of that tree.
Yeah, trees don't like ground play.
Yeah. They're ground play killers. And airplay killers. Yeah, something. And they provide oxygen and life for us.
Right.
So yeah. So
Yay trees.
Yeah, yay trees. We're cool trees. No trees there. Full flight, little spin around ground action on that one. That looked great.
Yeah.
Chris got one flipped over right off his hand a little bit. Looking good. Slightly downhill. And if he was playing for the other tee pad, that's pretty good.
Hey, that works.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a really nice shot from there. Johnny's got all kind of things going on here. This kind of is almost video game looking with his tree. He's got popped up to his left, and then all of those pines sort of strategically placed in his way.
That looks so hard.
Yeah.
Let's see what he's gonna do. I just laced it through all those beautifully.
Oh, that was awesome.
Oh, and then
And then
skip
lace
right
it through a
over.
couple
Yeah.
more,
Oh, that pine
and
cone.
topped off a pine cone for right at the edge, man.
Beautiful,
Whoa.
beautiful.
Beautiful, that's right. Great job, Johnny. Calvin's crushed one out and around. Looking for a big fat skip. Still got another base of another tree. Still within his range.
Yep.
Not a big skip on that one. He would have definitely wished to, or rather had a little flatter skip and a little harder ground there. Chris, what looked like another tee shot was actually his second shot.
It's so crazy. He
Yeah.
landed near that tee pad.
Yeah, it was perfect, man. That's how you play that hole. Now he looks like he's about 8 feet out. You see the wind starting to kick up there. Definitely make putting from that range difficult. Calvin, same range. It looks like he's got a little bit of a right to left, maybe going pretty good here. Yeah, he gave it a little bit of a run, but I think he knew that was a pretty windy situation. Johnny, on the other hand, got a very makeable putt.
Oh no!
Oh, man, just came up like an inch short. That's too bad.
I think you jinxed him.
Yeah, I think the headwind knocked it down more than that, maybe a little bit or something. Maybe, I don't know. It's like a crosswind, I
yeah.
think, so maybe it knocked it
Had
down.
nothing to do with something we said a
I
month later.
really wish you wouldn't blame me for people's putts and stuff. I have a hard enough time blaming myself on my bad putts. So we got some pars, and we got Chris with the birdie, and that will play a little tougher. Johnny can have to settle for his par also. Seems like a letdown after 700 or 800 birdies in a row, I know. Hole 16 in the books, so
Nicely done, Chris.
Yep, Chris with a nice 3. He'll take the pad on hole
Although nice.
17.
Pars are quite nice too.
Absolutely. Nothing wrong with that. Everybody else. So here we are at 17 is a par 4, 705 feet. You can see it's a little downhill. Sort of a, I don't know, a little plateau and then a little plateau kind of deal. Definitely got some stuff to work through. Chris went with a pretty straight looking shot, and he's got it through the gap nice, man.
Yeah, to the shade even.
Yeah, he's playing for the shade over there. Professionally played. Johnny with his quick launch. He's got one low and crushing through, also on a little different line, but yeah, he just got a little bumped on the landing, but he's in a perfect position.
Beat up a closer.
The last second disc decision for Calvin. Oh. Yeah, it looks so good, like it had made it through, and then no go. Popped out in the middle though, so he's still okay.
I mean, you gotta wonder if it's the last minute disc decision sometimes.
Oh yeah, you gotta give yourself maybe a few more seconds to adjust, but if he would have had that one go through, it would have been down there about 700 feet, so, you know. Looked back at the ground like he might have had a little footing issue there and came up high and hyzered out on him a little bit. But he's got a pretty open look. Looks like Miles is mapping out his flight pattern here as a high Annie, then maybe stable up and try to nestle. High Annie nestle.
Oh, I love the high Annie nestle.
Oh wow, wow! When you said it, it sounded something
What?
different. I don't know. It sounded dirty when you said it.
Oh.
All right, Johnny's got his shot now, and he's got that sweet-looking Latitude shirt on, man.
Oh,
Jen and
cool.
Johnny inspired us to get some new uniforms for the Trailblazers, so pretty stoked about it. And Johnny's probably pretty stoked about that shot. Looking
Yeah.
good.
You should be right on the edge there.
Chris got a nice looking rip coming in. Got swatted down. A little bit of a ceiling to deal with, but he's not too far out, so should be able to get up and down pretty easy at least. Calvin's got a beautiful looking shot coming in and got another base of another tree and left him just about 22,
Yeah,
3,
he's
so
pretty
he's in good
close.
shape. Miles out and around with an open approach and looked good, and he's got to tap in basically for finish of his hole. And Chris left with a little bit of work here to do. He's got a lot of stuff hanging in front of him in the basket, so it's a little low approach and grinded it in beautifully.
Yeah.
Calvin's wound up with a little bit of a straddle putt, but again, he's only maybe 22 or so out.
He makes it look so easy all the
Yeah.
time.
And the noise that it makes, the chain sound, it sounds like the ringer that they sell you for the chains. It just sounds exactly the same every time. Ching, ting, you know, just bang. Right in that sweet spot. Johnny with a very similar putt, similar distance, straddle out from right to left. Also,
bird. Very
no
nice.
problem. Count it. Johnny definitely making a run on this back final 9.
Yeah, he's having an excellent round.
Miles after an excellent approach shot, just going to have that for par. And Chris also will have to settle for par, and that'll do it for hole 17. Mr. Johnny McCray will take the pad for the final hole.
Yeah, and have a tie for Miles with Miles for third.
Coming into the last hole.
Yeah, very
Something.
nice.
A little excitement action here. A little race to watch.
Yes.
Great card. We appreciate you guys letting us follow you around, and appreciate you guys being
Always
nice.
fun.
Yeah. It's really fun. 18 is 660 feet.
That was a rip.
Yeah, Johnny's got one coming around and doing work. Beautifully done. And there you can see the basket still probably maybe 250 out. Chris gonna go backhand also. Backhand roller, that is.
Ooh, go, go, go.
That thing looks ideal.
Money, it is going. Look at it get on down there.
That is phenomenal.
How did you see it?
Why don't you see it? It's because it's rolled out of sight. It went so far.
Yeah. Because you're going to watch this.
I don't think the crowd even realized how good it was because they couldn't see it from up there. But
That was beautiful.
I know I turned around and had to watch it for a while after it passed me. So impressive. Speaking of impressive, Calvin can throw one in the air that far. So see what he does here. And he ripped one. And the camera guy's battery died.
Oh, camera guy.
Or something. He had some type of issue down there, so I believe we missed these next two catch shots.
Oh, also just ripped down there.
Yeah, just ripped down there, man. That thing turned over and just crushed down pretty nice. Alright, he finally got his batteries back in his camera and ready to go.
Good job,
and
camera guy.
Yeah, good job, camera guy. Thanks for all your hard work.
He's cute too.
Oh, that guy. He's old, though. So old.
Silver fox.
Silver foxes. Yeah, that's right. Let's go with that. There's Mr. Ian Cottrell working that camera there, too, man. We sure appreciate you, buddy. Oh, and I appreciate that little hyzer approach. That was nice.
Stuck it.
Johnny's got a nice open-looking shot coming in. Got a little air bounce and a little nestle.
Perfect.
And there we go. Hey, camera guy like that one. Calvin also with a wide open approach shot coming in and...
Oh yeah, these
Yeah.
guys are really playing this last hole nicely.
Yeah, let's just surround the basket, everybody. Chris, after that incredible roller, is really giving it kind of a run, but incredible.
It looks like the whole card will tap in their birds.
Yeah, full on tap in birdies for everybody.
And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, your 2019 Jacksonville Open champion, Calvin Heimburg,
Man, he really showed these courses what for.
throwing his Innova discs.
Yes. We'll go ahead and spoiler alert since it's already happened a little while back, but this was the Innova sweep.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. This is awesome. A little bonus money for
Go
everybody.
Innova.
These guys swept this hole. I tell you what, that was a tap-in star birdie hole right there for these guys. We really appreciate everybody that did all the hard work at this tournament. Everybody over at New World and everybody at the River City Association. You guys are awesome.
Yes, thank you, Joey Manduzzi. Oh, it's so cool.
Yeah, well, last time, one more time. Hey, and Ron Russell, appreciate you, buddy. Ron Russell Roofing, and thanks for that party. That was incredible.
Please subscribe, everybody. Comment, share. We love you. We'll see you soon.
Thanks, guys.